have right away. So this will be blank, okay? So when you are meeting with the client, they do have to write their loan number in this space here, okay? Very important. I mean, we can go in and write it in afterwards as long as we know it, but just have them do it when they're there. Okay, let's move down a little bit here. This goes in to state that the client residing at, this will be their home address, okay, authorizes the lender. This will be the lender, Bank of America, whoever it might be, okay. Basically just states that the client is giving the lender permission to discuss their account with us, okay. Anybody employed by Atlas, any of our affiliates, etc. Down here, the client's going to sign and put their Social Security number. The Social Security number must be on this page. Okay, this is our 100% disclosure form. Okay, this is the affidavit of understanding. Okay, when you receive this back, for example, if you're in Las Vegas, this will say State of Nevada, County of Clark. Okay, they need to initial. You will see next to every category and subcategory of this contract, you'll see a line here. They must initial there. If there's two people, both of them must initial. Okay, very important. We want them to read every sentence, make sure we're doing full disclosure. Okay, I'm going to read a couple of the highlighted points here. Number one here says, I am currently in default on my loan and I'm unable to make up my back payments or continue making further payments. I have attempted several other avenues of action to remedy my financial situation, including, okay, if there are things in the hardship letter or in the pre-approval that say they've tried to find other work, etc., we will fill this portion out. If not, the client does need to write in here, I have tried to find additional work to make additional income. I've tried borrowing from friends and family, whatever they've tried to do to help the situation. Maybe they tried to get a loan modification and it fell through. Whatever the reason, just have them put that in there. Okay, right here, this will always say 0. Okay, they believe that there is $0 or less equity in this property. That is why they are trying to do a short sale. Okay, and go back through here. This honestly, it talks about everything there is, the possibility of deficiency judgments, promissory notes, etc. As you know, we try to avoid those at all costs, even if we have to increase our offer. Okay, number 4, I understand that the buyer will attempt to negotiate a short sale. Okay, again, I mean, we want to disclose absolutely everything. We are also going to send a copy of this to the lender that holds any of the mortgages or liens. A copy of this is going to be filed with the county, etc. Okay, I understand the buyer makes no promises of securing back payments or making additional payments on my loan. They agree to vacate the property. Okay, here it says I've had the opportunity to seek legal, tax, and financial counsel. Okay, as a general rule, this package has to be delivered to the client 24 hours prior to them signing it. If your state has a stipulation that says 48 hours, 72 hours, please follow that to a T. Okay, we're going to deliver this package to you. It's your responsibility to get it to the client. If you can email it, that's the best way because you're going to have an electronic date and time stamped record of when this was delivered. Okay, and you always want to make sure that you have that accessible. Number 9 says I understand that the buyer, which is Atlas, is not acting on my behalf as a counselor, advisor, consultant, or nonprofit agency. The client is not hiring us. Okay, we are negotiating with their lender so we can buy the property. Realistically, we're hiring ourselves. Number 10, they understand that the buyer agrees to provide them with copies of these docs within 5 business days. Our assistants at the home office will make copies of these and send them regular mail to the client so they do have a copy. Number 13, I understand that I have no right or option to repurchase or live in the property. Okay, one of the number 1 reasons people get in trouble for doing short sales, okay, and it might seem like a great idea to the homeowner. Give you an example, Mr. Smith owns a property, okay, he owes $200,000, the value is now about $120,000, okay, and they get the bright idea, hey, I want to have somebody do a short sale, buy the house for $100,000, and I'll have my brother buy the house from them for $120,000, and then I'll just have my brother give me the property. Okay, That's a four-letter word, everybody. That is fraud, okay, with a capital F. You're defrauding the bank out of $100,000, okay? That is the number one reason that people get in trouble doing this. We will not do it. Absolutely not, okay? If we ever find out that we were misled and accidentally do something like that, we will cooperate with authorities and make sure that we are as far away from that as we can be. Very important. Okay, number 15, English is or is not my native language. If they speak Spanish, French, whatever they might speak as their native language, as their main language, we do have contracts in other languages. Okay? 16, I am not under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or any other ailment when signing this. 17, lets them know we are not an attorney or legal advisor. We never give legal advice or tax advice because we are not lawyers or accountants. Number 18, I understand the buyer has made no assurances or guarantees. Okay, the homeowner's right of cancellation. Okay, when you receive this package to give to your client, this will say delivered to Atlas Equity Partners Limited at our address no later than midnight of blank. Okay, you need to fill out this section here, which is you need to fill it out far enough away in your state. Okay, whether it's 3 days, 5 days, etc., you're responsible for filling that date in. And the only reason we do that is if we give you a package today for a signing, maybe they get a flat tire and they don't make it today, we don't want to date everything and then we have to redo everything. So, okay, this document must be witnessed. Okay, seller will print their name here and sign here. Representative Atlas will sign here. Atlas Equity Partners, our address will be filled in here. There's a note if used in Florida. Again, you can go back through. We encourage you to go back through and read every line of all these contracts. Okay, this is the notice of option contract. This is what will actually be filed with the county to make everybody aware of what's going on. Okay, the lender that we're dealing with, we're going to send a copy directly to them. But if they do a title search, they're going to find this document. The end buyer's lender, if they're using a lender, will see this. Everybody will have a chance to see this. It will be notarized and filed. Okay. The legal description will be in here, property address, parcel number, etc. The term of the contract, which we always do for 12 months, just in case the client's lender sells their loan to another lender, etc., and the process has to start over. This is just the notary page for the document. And this is the actual option contract for sale and purchase. Okay? Now, in here, there's another spot that you're going to be responsible for filling in. This option, we have the right to exercise this option during a period of time beginning at 9 o'clock a.m. on, if today is March 1st, you're going to put March 2nd on this line, okay? Because most likely you're not meeting with them at 9 a.m., all right, of the current year, which is 2010, and lasting until 5:30 p.m. on exactly 1 year from this date, okay? So if this is March 2nd, 2010, this will say March 1st, 2011. That is a full year, okay? If you go March 2nd to March 2nd, that's actually a year and a day.